For right now, I'd like to welcome everyone here today for this quite an event. It's been a long time coming, and I know a lot of people that are in the tennis world are ecstatic about this. So, fantastic job for the Township High School for having the foresight to do this and spend the money to get it done. Put some lights on it in a couple of years, and it'll really be a first-class operation. Chamber of Commerce is always very happy to be a part of these type of events. Our favorite saying out the chambers, there's always something going on in Jefferson County. And we try to be at every one of them and tell you about it. We had a phenomenal weekend, had a home show, had a baseball game. Woo! We got a lot going on in Jefferson County. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the tennis coach, pro tennis coach here from Vernon Township Highschool. Randy, please.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you all for coming out today for this celebration to show your support for the high school tennis teams and for the new tennis courts that we have here today. We also want to thank in particular the cheer squad and the band for coming out and showing their support today. Thank you very much. This is a dream come true for me and for the tennis players. The community has a reason to be proud of their tennis courts that we have here at the high school. These courts can be used by youth and the general public. The courts are a tribute to some of our great high school tennis players, most recently Daniel Song and Katie Rainey.
If you would, Mayor Lewis, thank you.
From the city, I'm glad everyone showed up. The excitement is great. You can see the city didn't do a real good job taking care of our courts. These are fantastic. They're beautiful. Thanks to Melanie Andrews, Matt Flanagan, the rest of the board for making sure this came to fruition and gives our community something to really be proud of. I am really impressed by these courts. So thanks for coming.
Matthew Flanagan, the president of the school board.
Yeah, I just want to say,
MVTHS.
I just want to tell everybody thanks for coming. This is a great crowd. On behalf of the board, welcome. We're so excited about what's happening in the high school. First off, I want to say we're so excited all these students are here. Playing tennis is just a great sport, and I just love seeing all you here, number one. Number two, just want to give a big thanks to Randy Knox. Where'd Randy go? Randy taught me to play tennis when I was a little guy, and a lot of other people. Without Randy and Dave Junkins and others carrying the load, we wouldn't be here. And just a huge debt of gratitude to Randy, and just a great guy, great teacher, great coach. So let's give Randy a round of applause.
Superintendent Melanie Andrews and past president of the Greater Jefferson County Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you for coming, everyone. I'm really encouraged to see students here today, and especially students who have already graduated. Thank you for coming back. Even though you've been out of high school 48 hours, you're back because you love Mount Vernon High School so much. So that's awesome. Thanks to the Board of Education, because without your support, this would not have happened. Appreciate it. I want to recognize Doug Creel in the back. Doug is our retiring athletic director. Doug's been here for 35 years. This is one of the last big athletic things that Doug will see during his tenure as athletic director. When I was hired at Mount Vernon Township High School, COVID did not exist. And then the pandemic hit, and as July 1st grew closer, I thought, holy cow, we have to open a school under a COVID pandemic. And then when I started, the board was like, oh, by the way, we really want to do these tennis courts too. So number one, I'd never led a school in a pandemic, and number two, I'd never done a building project. But just like everything successful that happened this year, it was true teamwork and a team effort with everybody coming together to make this happen. Everybody worked together, and I cannot thank all of you enough. It's a pleasure to see these tennis courts. I'm glad that we get to share it with the city and the community. Now my husband doesn't have to scale the fence at Hawthorne Hills to play tennis. He can come here and actually play with on the community court. So I appreciate it. We're going to do the ribbon cutting, and then after the ribbon cutting, the band and the cheerleaders are going to lead us in the Mount Vernon Township High School loyalty.
They're sharp as tacks. I know, they're very sharp. 1, 2, 3. Cut the ribbon. And let the tennis begin.